As you know, Bryan, I was in Orlando last week. I was there
Yeah.
playing a little exhibition. I was supposed to play against someone else. He had to pull out. Luckily for everyone involved, Ben Shelton raised his hand and took his buddy's spot to play against me, and of course beat me. Now that I'm way retired, but when they were announcing Ben, I might have misheard it. They said that he started tennis pretty late. Is that accurate? What age did he really start to play tennis?
Well, he was almost 12 years old, when he really started, playing tennis, like actually training like on a regular basis. I mean, he'd had a racket in his hand and done like, he just showed up at summer camps and stuff like that when he was younger. But then he'd go straight to his other sports, which for him, I mean, football was his biggest love. I mean, he just absolutely wanted to be a football player more than anything in the world. And he jumped into tackle football at like 6 years old and played for 6 years, and he was the quarterback every single season and just absolutely loved it. So, I mean, at 12 years old is when he decided, and it was such a surprise. He's like, Dad, I think I'm going to take a year off football and I want to start coming out and practicing with you and Emma. And I was like, did he get hit too hard? What happened? I couldn't believe it because I love football too, and it was so much fun going to his practices and his games and doing something different. And then next thing you know, he's on the tennis court with us as well. So he got a late start to it.
Yeah, you actually beat me to my next question, Bryan, because I was going to ask what other sports Ben played growing up, and I was going to guess football, because I've seen at the Indian Wells tournament, for people that don't know, they have this massive grass field that the players can use to warm up on. And last year specifically, when I was working TV there, I would see Ben hurling the football from one end of the field to the other. He can throw it like 60 yards in the air. So clearly, and he throws it well, perfect form, perfect everything. If he wanted to be a football player, he could have, I'm pretty sure, but I also think he made a pretty good decision. So, but that's great to see for me, that someone really picking it up at 12. It is really, I think at tennis, I want to ask you if you agree, a lot of parents think that their kids should specialize in tennis at an extremely early age. What do you think about that? Do you think that that's a detriment to kids' development in our game?
I really do. I really do. Like I said, like a lot of people pursue tennis and it becomes this kind of lonely, isolated thing, where some kids, top end kids, they hit with a pro every day, or somebody that comes and works with them every day, and they don't even hit with other junior players sometimes. And, to be involved in other sports, and especially team sports, you learn so many things. Not only are you developing other skills athletically, but you're developing social skills as well, like how to be part of something, how to sacrifice for somebody else, how to be held accountable from your coaches and your teammates, and just the fun of it as well as a kid, just being able to have these experiences that you can draw on. And I think that was critical for our kids to get involved, and we want them involved in as many things as possible. They did Taekwondo. Both kids became a black belt in Taekwondo. They played soccer. They played baseball. Ben played baseball, played basketball. I mean, they loved it. And I think it's helped them become more well-rounded as people and also as athletes.